New Mexico making national news this morning. The Weather Channel says the state has earned the title of having the most extreme weather this year. Earlier this year we had an extreme drought affecting most of the state, but things turned around in July. The storm before Independence Day in Santa Rosa left 2 feet of hail on the ground, looked like a snowstorm. Later that month, this storm with hurricane-force winds slammed through Albuquerque with record winds, heavy rain. That cost the city $2.3 million to clean up everything, not to include private cleanup costs. Then in September, things got really crazy with rain, and more rain, leading to heavy flooding across most of the state. In fact, some of that flooding has led to evacuations, washed out roads, wrecked homes, but there's not much of anywhere that was not affected.
As of last week, it's been statewide. Everywhere that this storm has hit, it's hit statewide. It's been in almost every county with the flooding and the heavy rains.
Now, to give you a sense of just how crazy this month has been in Duke City alone, halfway through the month, we'd already set the rainfall record for September. Still have a couple days left to make it grow even more. Now, despite that, the Weather Channel also had some good things to say about New Mexico recently. Good.
I knew I should have made that left turn at Albuquerque.
Obsessed with.
No, come on, Al Roker, you can do better than that. Last week, the network's Wake Up with Al show named New Mexico one of the best weather places for a weekend getaway. Got to agree. Specifically mentioned La Posada and Santa Fe, Angel Fire, and this, the Tamayao Resort from the Hyatt at the Santa Ana Pueblo. All of them beautiful places. Well, thousands of gallons of partially treated sewage flowed into the Rio Grande Wednesday night. A major breakdown at Albuquerque's South Valley Water Treatment Plant is being blamed for this. 4 of the 7 pumps at the plant failed because of the recent rain damage. Sewage water that had only been through the first treatment phase backed up and overflowed, first into a drain site, then right there into the river.
We estimate probably between 3,000 and 5,000 gallons did make it into that riverside drain.
The crews quickly built dirt dams that stopped any more waste from reaching the river. Downstream, users were notified of the spill, but there's so much water in the Rio Grande right now, the environmental impact is not expected to be major. The owners of the Cantaloupe Farm in Colorado have been arrested in connection with a nationwide listeria outbreak that killed 33 people, including 5 here in New Mexico. 2 brothers, Eric and Ryan Jensen, were taken into custody yesterday on charges of introducing adulterated food into interstate commerce. The arrest comes after the FDA and the CDC determined the brothers did not adequately clean the cantaloupe. Listeria is usually caused by animal feces in the water or soil. Well, the New Mexico Department of Health has confirmed a 3rd case of the plague in the state this year. It's also the 3rd case in the entire country. According to the state health department, it involves a 52-year-old man from Santa Fe County. The first 2 cases in New Mexico this year were a 15-year-old boy and an 11-year-old girl, both from Torrance County. Both of them have gotten better. The plague is generally transmitted to people through bites of infected fleas, but can also be transmitted by direct contact with infected animals. Well, 5:04 now, a eyesore in the downtown Duke City is no more. It was a monument to hard times and corruption, but now it's finished and open for business. It looks great, too. In 2008, construction suddenly stopped on the 9-story Anasazi retail and condo complex. This one here at 6th and Central. I'm sure you've seen it. It's sat vacant for more than 4 years, and it was halfway done. Vincent Garcia, the original developers, in federal prison right now for stealing nearly $1 million from bank loans that were intended for the project. Earlier this year, a real estate group from Arizona bought the building, started construction again, and now it is done and looking good.
I think getting through a lot of the red tape to get the project started was a little bit tough, but from the day we were able to break ground and reopen it up, it's really been just an enjoyable experience.
So the ground floor is going to be retail space. The upper floors are condos like this one, pretty sleek looking. A 1-bedroom condo started about $140,000, considerably less than the $200,000 asking price that was announced back in 2007. Still not necessarily cheap. Well, the only Landry seafood house in New Mexico is gone. It's closed its doors. Another restaurant is moving in. According to the Albuquerque Journal, Landry's, one on Jefferson right off I-25 in the northeast part of the town, is being remodeled to become a claim jumper. The chain serves everything from pizza to seafood and comfort foods. The goal is to be open by the middle of December. No word when they'll start hiring or how many workers they will be looking for. Well, a man in Albuquerque who lost his young son to a deadly birth defect is on a mission now to prevent other families from going through the same kind of tragedy, and he's doing it all in a unique way, and you can help this weekend. News 13's Samantha McDonald is live in front of the Metropolis Comic Art Gallery to give us a preview. Sam, tell us what this is all about.
Well, Matt, you probably wouldn't expect this combination of things, art, charity, and video games about fighting, but that's exactly what's coming together tonight at the Metropolis Comic Art Gallery right behind me on Mountain Road. It's a charity art gallery of arcade-style fighting images, drawings, paintings, and digital art. It's all organized by Ian Donmoyer of Albuquerque. He's an avid video gamer and artist, and he's raising money to help spread awareness about congenital heart defects. He says they are the most common birth defect, affecting 1 in 100 kids. It took the life of his own son, James Donmoyer, at the age of 2 months back in 2011. So for the past few months, Ian has gathered 24 artists from across the country to submit their artwork. There are over 50 pieces here in total. Ian says all the artists seemed excited to tap into their childhood love of video games and support the good cause. He says his goal is to push for more early detection of congenital heart defects.
I hope this is a big thing for the local gamers. You know, I hope that they come out and enjoy this, and that this becomes a big thing for them. And of course, I hope that this not only benefits other children and other families, but also spreads awareness.
Doors open here tonight at 6, and the video game tournament starts tomorrow at 2. Matt, back to you.
Thank you, Samantha, for the preview. It looks like a great event for a very good cause. All the proceeds are going to go to two charities that save the babies through Screening Foundation and the March of Dimes, which is trying to make pulse oxygen test screening mandatory here in New Mexico.